Hi, I'm Jake, and this is our van. So here we've got an ex-British Gas Caddy start line, so it comes straight from British Gas here, and we've converted it. So as you see, have a little look around here. We've gone with 16-inch Steelies, all-terrain tyres, really good mix of on-road and off-road practicality there. We've got colour-coded bumpers. As you can come round, we've obviously got the windows for campers. This one's sliding and it's a fixed window on the other side there. And then we've got the rear windows as well. If we come round and I'll show you a bit about the camper. Here we are, have a look. So here we are on the inside, and really there's two sort of main things that people do with caddies. A lot of people like to do the bed on one side that then pulls out and have a bit of furniture on the other maybe. But the key thing with that is you lose any ability to carry two passengers in the back. So for us as hirers, and I think really anyone who's having one of these or considering one of these for a daily, having two seats in the back here, two belted seats. We just had this one down as a bed. And then obviously this folds down into a bed. So if you want to see what this looks like and how the mechanism works for putting the bed down, you can click to one of the links. So what else have we got in here? We've got a 36 litre fridge in here, so inbuilt 12-volt fridge here. It can go down to minus 15, I think, so really good that, and it will last for a long time on the leisure battery there. We've got a sink. So why do you need a fixed sink in the campsite? We don't really think you do. What you end up doing is you end up going to the facilities on the site and cleaning all your pots and pans and stuff there. So why don't you just chuck your stuff in here and then you can take it and come back. Same thing, why do you need a fixed hob in a camper? We don't think you do need a fixed hob. So what we've done here is you've got the gas bottle and you've got a double hob and cooking here. Probably not better to do anything that smells. You'd need to have obviously every window and door open, but really you've come camping, you've come to the great outdoors, so take this outdoors and go and cook out there. Best thing that this would be for is if you're not hooked up to your electrics and just for making your cup of tea or coffee. Soft closed doors. So you've got your knives and forks, and a lovely little cutlery drawer there, plates, bowls, cups, some other utensils in there kept nice and safe because a few sharp knives in there, and then even space for a toaster, and then your one type of kettle here, which is the electrics that you can use when you're on the 3 pins when you're plugged up on a site, or you've got all your little pots and pans. That's quite a neat little set there. So you can see how you can fit everything inside here. Now I said that a lot of people do the side bed on these ones. But you can't, there's no system that you can buy to have it like this, so that goes with a rock and roll bed and the furniture to the side. I mean, you can get them from converters. There's various converters that will do you a solution, but we want a specific solution for us that would work for us and our hirers. So we've actually built this, and we've got the design, we've got it CNC machined, and we can repeat this for our other campers. And we're thinking maybe possibly see how we go if there's enough interest. We might actually make this into a kit, and that's actually really the same for the bed and for the upholstery, for the whole sort of kit in here really. And we're really thinking about if there's a bit of a market for it, that we'll have a design. So comment if you think that we should make this into a kit. So another good thing, it probably looks quite tight in here, but you move these front seats forward here and you've got a bit of space really. So you and a partner, or actually you can. It's not unreasonable to have 4 people sitting around here, and rather than transporters where you have the swivel seats and you have to mess around with the swivel, if you get to a place you want a quick picnic, quickly go and grab the table from out the back here. Have a little sit down. It does work quite nicely. Obviously, I said about not having a fixed sink, and that obviously means you don't have any drainage in here. But really, what do you use this thing for in a camper? Maybe for filling for a tea or coffee, maybe for washing your hands. Well, you can do all of that here and then chuck it out. So not having to have a waste in here and not having a sort of gas locker and big old gas storage for the hob in there means that you just save so much space. That's why we've been able to put all of these drawers in here and really get everything that you need for camping into this tiny little space here. So in here we have the leisure battery system and we have a 240 volt system. So the leisure battery will power the USBs, charge phones and bits and pieces. When you're plugged in at a campsite, you can then also use your 3-pin plugs and charge the leisure battery, and also the leisure battery charges when you're on the move. So for what you need it for, really, you don't need to have an electric hookup, but we just think it's good if a hire is coming, they're going to be on a site for a few days. It will be good just to have the fridge plugged in, and if you want a bit of toast. There's a 110 amp hour battery, leisure battery, under the passenger seat there, and all the other gubbins. So there's fuses, fuse box there, there's the 12 volt fuses under there. So really you don't necessarily need the whole complicated traditional control system or control panel unit for a camper, and that means you save a lot of space in this cabin here. So everything's mounted on the walls, not on the furniture, not in boxes anywhere, so really keeps it quite clutter free. And what we like about this one as well is we've got the Renogy battery monitor. A lot of, again, the traditional ones say what voltage is currently through the battery. You don't really know what percentage that relates to, or you have to look up a chart to see how much you've actually got left. So this, again, for hirers, you don't necessarily know about leisure battery systems. It just gives you a quick, nice and easy percentage of battery left there. Again, for the cabin, finally for the cabin, we have the diesel heater here. So definitely don't need it on a day like this, but this you can have it running on a thermostat just to kick in when it gets to a certain temperature, and it really does, it can, within 20 minutes it's warm and it'll cut out. So it can actually last. I saw a video of one of them and it went for 70 hours and it full blast, and it only used 7 litres of diesel. And there's never a chance that you're actually going to run your diesel tanks, because it's built into your vehicle's diesel tank, but it leaves, I think, about 20% of the diesel left. So there's no way that overnight leaving it on, you're going to run your diesel down to low. And then where it's actually mounted, just here underneath, where you can't actually see it, but it's under the driver's footwell there. So people that know caddies will know that on the Caddy Lifes, there's a footwell here, and on the vans, the floor goes all the way across. But what that's great for conversions, to have the floor straight across, is because you can put leisure battery facilities under this section here, and on this section here I think it's quite normal to put the diesel heater under there. You would have seen me sitting on this earlier, and it's quite a useful little box here because we can go for 4 people in this van. We put 4 chairs in there, and then underneath the chairs we have the ability to take this bench out, and you'll see in one of our videos, if you tune into it, for how the bed works. We've moved this round to the back to just work really well with the bed. So it's nice and secure in there. One of the beauties and the things that we've got in this is the unwind rails. So really, if you've got small children, you can bring it closer so you can hear the children when you're on a long journey. But the main beauty of it, when you're going away on a long journey, you can see that there was still quite a lot of room there left to go. You can move this seat forward on the unwind rails and store absolutely loads of stuff at the back here, on the top here, and we've also got storage underneath here. Again, as you'll see if you click on the video of the bed coming down and how the bed functions on this, you'll see that this is a bed extension. We've got a bed extension on this side. When all of it's down, it's almost as wide as a normal standard double from this back end. Earlier I showed you the chairs under here, and we've also been able to fix a table in here just on some little catches, and you'll see, so you can undo the catches and take it out of the back. And that's actually, we've been able to get a 90 centimetres by 90 centimetres table, which is perfect for 4 people sitting around in a square. So let's take you around the back. At the back, so British Gas as standard have the twin sliding doors, so that's useful to know. A lot of the Maxis that don't necessarily have this second door. And then if you've got easily accessible then to the back side of your furniture. So if you're out this side and you want to quickly grab the hob, you can do so from here, or obviously cutlery, any other bits and pieces. So that's really quite useful rather than clambering back into the van. And then your water tank, not the hugest water tank, but really, do you need a huge water tank? That's all quite nice and neat in there. Okay, so you've got two really solutions for if you want to sleep more than 2 people on a caddy. And you can have a pop top, and they probably start from around 2,500. But the problem is you can only really sleep one person on top there on the caddy. Now, what we decided to do, we wanted to be able to sleep 2 people on here, so 4 all together in the vehicle. So we got a roof tent, and we actually got these. There's various different manufacturers in the UK, or you can go straight to China and buy them yourselves. We really like this roof tent here. It's really comfortable when you get up, and it's actually sort of double bed size when you go up there at the top. And then the beauty of this particular box that we've got is it's got a rail here that you can attach to. So we've been able to attach the awning, and the awning is from 10 box. I think it's around £250. Comes out really nicely, really quickly. Again, if you want to see how that comes out, we've got a video on that on our playlist. So that's it for the tour of our Caddy Camper. If you liked it, or if you've got any comments, if you didn't like it, feel free to comment in the box below. You can subscribe to our channel, because we've also got, like I said, the in-depth how-to videos of all the different bits and pieces. So comment if you want us to do more videos, if you want us to show you anything more. Thanks for watching.